It seems, Mel, that right now Donald Trump is being hoisted on his own petard. Remember, his political career began in 2011 when he started questioning whether then President Barack Obama was legally allowed to be President of the United States, because Trump claimed that he wasn't born in Hawaii, that he was born in Kenya. Now, people laughed at that for a while. Obama ultimately produced his birth certificate. The state of Hawaii produced the long-term form birth certificate. It didn't make that conspiracy theory go away. And Donald Trump used that as a stepping stone to becoming the Republican nominee 5 years after that, and then President of the United States. So a career born of a conspiracy theory is now struggling with one which involves him directly, because it is a known fact that for more than 15 years, Donald Trump was a friend of disgraced former businessman and convicted child sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Trump, during the campaign for re-election last year, said that he would release any files on Jeffrey Epstein, just as he promised to release files on JFK and the assassination of Martin Luther King. Again, kind of pandering to conspiracy theorists. Trump was sort of hedging his bets, though, because he knows that it is a little bit close to home. So he's often tried to focus, Mel, on, well, we need to find out, did Jeffrey Epstein really kill himself? Or was he murdered in that New York jail as he was awaiting trial in 2019? Was he really an agent of some foreign power? Some people believe he was a Mossad agent. That's where all his money came from. And then, of course, this ties into that whole weird QAnon conspiracy theory, which says that mostly prominent Democrats are in fact lizard people who run a cabal of child sex trafficking out of a pizza joint in Washington, D.C. called Comet Pizza. Sounds ludicrous, but of course, don't forget, a guy turned up at Comet Pizza looking to free the children with a loaded gun. Now, there's no truth to that, but there is truth to the fact that Jeffrey Epstein was a very bad man who trafficked children for sex. And he was associated with a lot of very powerful people. And so a lot of Trump supporters kind of connect these dots and they come up with, well, there's something really sinister here. And maybe Donald Trump is involved, or if he's not involved himself, maybe he's covering up for some of his rich and powerful friends. Either way, they're really, really angry with Donald Trump right now for not producing the evidence they believe the FBI and the Department of Justice has at their fingertips.
Donald Trump seems to be the master of making things go away, though, but this one doesn't seem to be going away. What do you think this says about his support base, and could this be a turning point for the president?
Well, Donald Trump is learning a lesson in karma here, because just as Barack Obama's long-form birth certificate didn't make the birther conspiracy theory that Donald Trump kept peddling for years go away, and any number of other conspiracy theories that Donald Trump has peddled, including conspiracy theories that have been really damaging around COVID vaccines and mask wearing. Well, Donald Trump would like this conspiracy theory to go away, but when people look at, well, his FBI director, Kash Patel, who last year was saying, oh, well, there is a client list. The FBI has a list of powerful men who had sex with children organised by Jeffrey Epstein. They look at Donald Trump's now Attorney General Pam Bondi, who gave an interview back in February where she said the client list is on her desk right now. Now, she may have misspoken. She may have meant, I have files about Jeffrey Epstein, if not an actual client list. So there's still this debate about, is there a client list? Is there a smoking gun, a list of powerful people that were just really, really bad people, or is there not such a list? And remember, a month ago when Elon Musk spectacularly left the White House, one of those tweets that he sent out in a kind of manic tirade was saying that the reason Donald Trump has not released the Epstein client list is because he is on it. This is Elon Musk alleging that Trump is covering it up because he is one of those clients. Now, there is no evidence to suggest that Donald Trump was engaged in any illegal child sex activity. There has been no evidence presented in public court to that effect. But that Elon Musk, who himself has peddled a lot of really crazy conspiracy theories, decided that was a good time to start fueling that conspiracy theory. Well, he got his bit of revenge then as well. But Donald Trump is dealing with a firestorm that is coming from inside the building, if you will. It is some of his most prominent supporters, podcasters, online influencers, far-right commentators who were big supporters of Donald Trump last year, who are now saying, sir, you have to release this client list. You have to release everything you've got on Epstein. Otherwise, everyone's going to believe that you're guilty. So this is really, really tough for Trump. He's trying to kind of tough it out, but there's a lot of pressure on him to maybe announce a special counsel investigation. Trump, meanwhile, is trying to discredit any information on Epstein by saying, hey, these are the same people that brought us the Mueller inquiry and the Russia hoax, and it's a witch hunt. This is something that Joe Biden cooked up before he left to discredit me. So why would I release it now? He's in a really, really tricky political place right now, Mel, and how Donald Trump, Teflon Don, gets out of this. Is he able to brush this off and move on? Or is this the one thing that will actually see a lot of his conspiratorial thinking base that thought that he was the answer to those powerful elites realise that, in fact, Donald Trump is one of those people. He's the people that we were worried about, not the people who was going to sort them out.